why you will never achieve the life you want. This video is not meant to be taken in any aspect in a negative way, but more to help you come to the realization that the life you want is on this side, and your way of thinking, your way of acting, your whole victim mentality towards life will keep you so far away from the life you want. So the truth is that people often think that everything is fixed. Their income, they can't grow. 99% of people often think that way. They think that they can't get to that better job promotion that they're looking for. They don't think that they can achieve that 6-figure business. They think they're going to be stuck at 5 figures. And even people at 6 figures, the thing that separates them versus 7 figures is often not being able to realize that they have to do this or become this person or learn this to reach that next step. Nothing is fixed. If you have a growth perspective to life, to any of your businesses, to anything that you're trying to achieve, it is possible and attainable. The amount of money you make, the friends you have, the relationships you have with others is the same, and it will never change. This is the way that people often think when they're in this state of victimizing themselves. If you're constantly believing and thinking that, oh, bad things always happen to me, I'm the one that always gets in trouble, I'm the one that always takes the blame, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. Just taking on a negative side and perspective to your whole reality of life. And if this sounds like the thoughts you are having throughout your day, you want to ask yourself, why do you think like this? What has programmed your mind to think in this way that you deserve the worst life possible? Because you don't, honestly speaking. Like, everybody deserves to live at their fullest and be able to enjoy everything, all the beauties that come with life. It's just a matter of getting this right. And honestly, 90% of you won't, because it's just the nature of human beings. There's alphas and there's betas. It's just the truth. And most people will take on that victim mentality, and the ones that overcome it will be able to leverage the ones that aren't able to change their way of thinking, change their way in perspectives when it comes to approaching life and the opportunities and the things that we need to do to survive. Don't get into this cycle. It's a horrible cycle of thinking, and it will honestly lead you to a path of endless paradox of thinking, because the way you see something, I'm sure you've heard the phrase, the way you do something is the way you do everything. It's really the same thing to your way of thinking. The way you think of something is basically the way you think of everything. If you approach every situation as a victim and not as instead as a conqueror, then that's how your whole reality will be shaped. Like, you will approach everything with a victim mentality, and how that's going to affect you is you're never going to prosper to what you want to do with life. You basically have to grab life by the nutsack and say, I'm taking this life for what I want it to be. You can't put yourself into situations and think that life's shitty, there's nothing to do about it, I'm just going to sit back, watch video games, order Uber Eats, and waste my life. Because, trust me, I've thought that way before, and it's super easy, but it's shitty. It sucks because you don't work towards something, and especially if you're a guy, you need to be working towards something to feel fulfilled. Okay, if you feel super purposeful in your profession, your 9 to 5, your career, your job, then by all means, just work harder at that. But if you're looking towards something different, you need to be working towards something that is bringing you meaning. And you need to try a lot of different things to be able to find that meaning and purpose to almost pull yourself out of that victim mentality and to bring you right into the moment, to show you those things that you're doing, to then show you visually, because a lot of people need proof and they need that visual proof to show them, okay, maybe I'm actually not living a victim life. I'm actually conquering because I'm seeing progress. You want to put things in front of you to show yourself, okay, that you're stepping forward, you're moving, you're leveling up. Things are happening for you. The experiences you are having are happening because of the thoughts you are manifesting. Like I said, the things that you're thinking, the cycles that you're putting yourself through, those are just going to continue in a cycle, because the way that you think is the way you speak, the way you speak is the way you act. God will send signs occasionally, but it is your responsibility to be conscious enough to realize what is happening around you in your life. That this whole idea behind the rat race, the idea is to keep people in a cycle and keep them focused on running the hamster wheel, that they can't even for a second take a moment and reflect what is going on in their life, how they are treating others versus how they are being treated. A person with a victim mentality will come to a situation, oh, my boss is treating me this way, negatively, rudely, putting me down, pushing me down, and they won't do anything about it. If they want to be treated a certain way, but they're being treated a different way, they won't do things and put steps in their life to be treated a different way because they think that everybody is going to treat them this way. They think that they were born to be treated this way. But you need to put a level of respect on your name, on your identity, so that people know in the nicest way possible that they can't fuck with you. And that doesn't mean go whoop everybody's ass, become this next bully, because nobody likes that kind of person either. But if you feel a certain way, speak your mind. Don't keep things planted behind you because you're scared to speak up. If somebody treats you a certain way, speak up and tell them that they're treating you this way and you don't like to be treated this way because it makes you feel like A or it makes you feel like B. It's super important, especially to get out of a state and a cycle of victimizing yourself, to basically communicate the way that you're thinking. And it doesn't make you less than other people. It doesn't make you worthless, or it doesn't make you a bitch, basically, because you're speaking and you're basically manifesting the way that you deserve to be treated. If you're allowing everything, people will just treat you like a pushover because you're allowing to be treated this way, and they think that, okay, this is the type of person that we treat this sort of way. But if you stand up and speak for yourself, then people will know, okay, this person doesn't like being treated, because genuinely people are nice. It's just a matter of exposing their rudeness. A lot of the times people are unintentionally rude, or if they are rude, they don't even know because they're naturally like that. But if you expose it the way they're treating somebody, then they're more likely to change and remember those situations that they put you in and try not to put you in those situations again. Like, for example, okay, there's two couples in a relationship, right? Person A and person B. Person A is speaking and talking to this person, and person B is giving maybe 50% of the attention to this person. Person A, let's call her Sarah. Sarah is speaking to John, and John's 50% listening. Sarah is like telling John about her day, telling about things that happen at work. And John is giving 50% of his listening to Sarah. How is that going to make Sarah feel? Obviously, John might not be doing it intentionally, but then Sarah is thinking, oh, fuck, nobody listens to me, my boss listens to me the same way, when I say something, John responds by saying, yeah, makes sense. And John might not be doing it intentionally. It's just how he was raised. But if Sarah doesn't communicate to John properly, okay, listen, John. When you're listening to me and when I'm telling you about my day or my life or a specific situation, I want you to be fully present in the conversation. Not on your phone, swiping away, texting somebody else while trying to listen to me, or dozing off and doing some other thing. She can either take that situation and think, this is how people are going to listen to me forever, and absorb that victim mentality that nobody listens to her, she's not even worth listening to. Or she can tell John, this is how it makes me feel when you listen to me this way. I want you to listen to me this way. I need your both eyes. I need you to repeat things that I'm saying back to you. And that will make me feel like an actual person. That will make me feel like I am deserve being listened to. But if Sarah doesn't ever communicate that to John, how is John ever supposed to know that Sarah's feeling this way? Anyway, I hope that little example and that little rant I almost just went on gives you an insight of what to do to kind of get out of that victim mentality, how to step outside of the, oh, why me, instead of oh, okay, this happens to me, how am I going to move forward? Okay, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment, subscribe, like. Anyway, peace out.